Howdy all you Starfinders out there, I'm David, the Digital Dungeon Master, and in this particular video, we're going to be taking a look at the Drow race from the Starfinder Alien Archive. With purple skin and flowing white hair, the Drow are physically beautiful but merciless. Common Drow form the majority of civilian and military forces, but are governed by the more powerful Drow nobles. Drow are ruthless opponents, having no qualms about setting ambushes or luring enemies to locations where they have the upper hand. They regard ideals such as fairness and honor as pathetic gestures of the lesser races and consider all who hold these beliefs deserving of exploitation. Drow have no qualms about using the other races as slaves, using them as minions, using them as cannon fodder, or even using them as a line of defense that allows them to flee to safety when an encounter turns against them. As the Drow economy revolves primarily around retrieving, reverse engineering, and selling weaponry from the ships they have claimed as their own, the Drow are known throughout the Pact Worlds for having some of the finest, most cutting-edge armaments available. Drow soldiers specialize in the use of ranged weaponry, favoring teamwork tactics to undermine their enemies' defenses. However, even a loyal Drow sniper would not hesitate to prioritize his personal vendetta and take advantage of a clear line of fire to a rival in the chaos of a fierce firefight. Some Drow are born with gifts such as a greater magical power. These individuals are referred to as Drow nobles and are most commonly born to other Drow nobles within the powerful ruling houses. However, it is not unheard of for a Drow noble to be born to common parents without any royal genetics. Such gifted Drow, upon realizing their talents, typically leverage themselves to gain a higher position in society, whether by aligning themselves with one of the powerful houses or striking out to earn a name for themselves. So the Drow made it into Starfinder. I'm actually really happy that they did. So let's look at the starting ability score adjustments and talk about some good class and theme combinations for your Drow. Now you're going to get a +2 to your dexterity score. You'll also get a +2 to your charisma score. And you will take a -2 to your Constitution ability score. Now for your base hit points, you'll start with a 4 hit point pool. Now what are some pretty good classes to go along with your Drow? Actually, there's quite a few because of the dexterity and the charisma bonuses. So you want to take advantage of that dexterity bonus. And a good class would be the Operative. The dexterity is going to help you with your defenses. It will also help you with your dexterity-based acrobatics checks. It'll help you with your stealth. It will help you with your sleight of hand. The dexterity will also help you with your ranged weaponry attacks. And the charisma bonus modifier will also help you with your bluffs and your disguises as well for the Operative. Now you could also go with a soldier that is a ranged soldier. So the dexterity is going to help you there. Now the charisma won't really help the soldier too much, but the Constitution may be a slight detriment to the soldier, but the 4 hit point base pool will be decent. So if you want to make up a little bit of that stamina pool decrease from the -2 to Constitution, think about going with a Constitution theme, which would be the Spacefarer or the Bounty Hunter. Now, if you want to take advantage of that charisma ability score bonus, think about maybe going with the Envoy. The charisma will help you with all of your disguises, your bluffs, your persuasions. It will help you with your Envoy improvisations. You'll also get some help from that dexterity bonus. You'll get help with your ranged weaponry, your defenses, all of your stealths, your sleight of hand, and your acrobatics checks. Also, think about maybe even going with the Solarian. Now, the Solarian is a melee-based type of fighter, and you do get a -2 to Constitution, so you can make up a little bit of that Constitution with maybe a theme such as the Spacefarer or maybe the Bounty Hunter. So now let's take a look at these racial features that you're going to get at level 1 when you choose the Drow. So for your creature and size type, you will be considered a medium-sized humanoid creature. Now for your movement, you will get 30 feet of speed per round on land. And for your vision, you'll get dark vision. And this is where you can see out 60 feet in front of you in any kind of dark lighting, and you will see in black and white. Your next racial feature is called Drow Immunities. This is going to give you a couple of different perks. The first perk you're going to get is Drow Immunities will make you totally immune to any type of magical sleep effects. And the other perk that you're going to get, you will get a +2 permanent racial bonus to all of your saving throws versus enchantment spells. Now, a couple of enchantment spells that come to mind are Inflict Pain and Hold Person. So you get a +2 to any kind of saving throw bonus to those types of spells. So your next racial feature is Keen Senses. This is where you will get a permanent +2 racial bonus to all of your perception checks. And believe me, you can never have too much perception. Your next racial feature is called Drow Magic. Now there's going to be multiple perks as well for this racial feature. So the first, you're going to get a couple of spells, and you're going to be able to use these as spell-like abilities. And what that means is you don't have to be a mystic, or you don't have to be a technomancer to be able to cast these spells. So if you're playing that soldier, Solarian, or operative, you can cast these spell-like abilities. Now, anytime that you need to perform a caster level check, your caster level check will be based off of your character level. Now, your spell-like abilities that you will get for Drow Magic will be considered at-will spells. And at-will spells means you can cast these and use these as many times as you want to. There's no limit. And the first at-will spell that you will get is called Dancing Lights. This is going to allow you to create 4 little dancing orbs that are going to be able to shed light, and you can move them around to take that light and put it in different areas so you can see. Your next spell that you'll get is Detect Magic, and we all know what Detect Magic is. It's a classic spell for D20 games. You'll be able to detect items, you'll be able to detect any type of magical object, any kind of creature, anything that's magical, you'll be able to detect. And especially seeing that this is an at-will spell, it even makes it that much more useful. Now, Drow Magic is going to give you another perk as well. It's actually going to give you a feat. It's going to give you the Minor Psychic Power feat. And the Minor Psychic Power feat is in the feat section on page 160 in the Starfinder core rulebook. And this is going to allow you to choose between 3 different spells, such as Psychokinetic Hand, Telekinetic Projectile, and Telepathic Message. And once you choose this spell, then you'll be able to use that spell 3 times per day, and it's going to be considered a 0 level spell. So if you decide to expand on Minor Psychic Power and you actually literally invest a feat into the Psychic Power feat, you'll be able to choose from another 3 spells. However, since you have Drow Magic, that list of 3 spells will be expanded to 4 spells by adding Limning Light to it. And this spell, Limning Light, is actually a Drow feature from the Alien Archive from the actual NPC in that book. So the 4 spells that you'll be able to choose from will be Limning Light. You'll also be able to choose Mind Link, Detect Thoughts, or Comprehend Languages. Now, once you choose one of these 4 spells, it will be considered a first level spell, and you'll be able to cast it 1 time a day. Now, a little bit more on Limning Light is it kind of works like Fairy Fire if you're used to Dungeons & Dragons or other D20 games. So you'll cast this spell within 100 feet of you, and it'll affect a 5-foot radius. And anything that's in that 5-foot radius will have this pale glow to it. So if an object's there, it will have that glow. If there's a creature there that's invisible, you'll be able to see that invisible creature. Or if it's a creature that you can always already see, it will have that glow as well. And if anything tries to stealth, then it's going to get a -20 to any of the stealth checks that it tries to perform. And last but not least, you will get really a detriment. It's not really a bonus racial feature. This is kind of a detriment to you being a drow. And you are going to get light blindness. And what this does is if you are exposed to bright light, say daylight, or maybe someone pulls out a weapon that has a bright glow to it, anything that has bright light, you are going to get the blind condition for a round. And in the following round, you'll be dazzled from that round until you're out of that brightly lit area. So there we are, everybody. That is the Drow race from the brand new Starfinder Alien Archive. Now, down in the comment section below, let me know what you think of the Drow race. Do you like it? And are you happy to see the Drow in this brand new Starfinder setting? I want to know. So if you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you did, please do me a huge favor and give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And oh, by the way, I do have a YouTube channel with over 4,000 videos with Starfinder, Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, Savage Worlds, Fantasy Age, and much, much, much more. So check it out. Once again, everybody, my name is David, the Digital Dungeon Master, and until next time, happy gaming and keep it safe.